Hey guys, welcome back to another vlog. Today's video, I'm going to talk about things that I stopped doing to protect my own peace. So, welcome back. The view, Jamani, I love this. The older I get, the more I realize peace isn't something you find, it's something you protect. I used to think that protecting my peace meant cutting people off, but I realized it was actually about changing my habits. So these are the things that I stopped doing, and honestly, my life has been lighter and peaceful, no chaos, no drama. First, I stopped explaining myself to everyone. No, not everyone deserves an explanation. Sometimes no is a complete sentence, and you should stick to your no. People who respect you will never expect a paragraph from you explaining yourself, or a 10-page essay expecting you to explain yourself. So I did that a lot, just to, trying to prove a point by explaining myself over and over again, almost maybe over 10 times, still proving myself, explaining myself. So I stopped doing that. It was not worth it at all. Point number 2, I stopped trying to be like everybody. It's not easy to please people. It's not very easy to please them. So once I accepted that someone can misunderstand me and it's really, really okay, life became so much easier. I came to terms with that, and I don't expect anyone to understand me, So it was really hard trying to please people by, trying to be a good person, and people out here take advantage of you when they realize that you are too much kind, you're not toxic, they take advantage of that. So that's another thing that I realized that I need to stop doing, like stop trying to impress people or be like everybody. Everyone has their own personality and character, so try and be yourself. I tried, or I'm still trying to be myself. Yeah. Point number 3, I stopped arguing with people committed to misunderstanding me. And some people don't want clarity, they just want conflict in our daily lives. So I learned to save my energy, because it was not worth it at all. I used to prove a point back then, and somehow it was draining me mentally, and emotionally also. So I decided to stop arguing just to prove a point to people who are committed to misunderstand me. So that one also helped very, very much, and it's still helping until now. Another thing that was affecting me back then is comparing my life to social media. I used to do that a lot when I was young, at my early 20s. I used to do that a lot, seeing these influencers enjoying life out here, and they're posting on social media. Everyone wants to live a good life. So I stopped comparing my life to social media, and everyone posts highlights on social media, not reality. There's always something behind the curtain, something that is happening behind the curtains. So comparison steals gratitude faster than almost anything. When I realized that it was not worth it at all comparing myself to my lifestyle, or my life to these influencers' lifestyles on social media, I decided to stop doing that. Because these people, they don't tell you the truth, what's going on behind social media. There's a lot that is going on behind social media. Whatever they post is not reality. They post whatever they post so that you can see, like, comment, share video for more followers, you know. Yeah, and share the post. So that's it. I stopped doing that and my life has been easier than before. I stopped chasing closure from people who hurt me, most especially relationship that I had before. So, you know, sometimes closure isn't another conversation. It's deciding you're done waiting for one. Don't wait for closure. It's time consuming anyway. So yeah, I came to realize that once it's done, it's done, no matter how bad it ended or how hurtful it was. Yeah, what is done is done. Just move on with your life. So what is done is done. Move on. Stop waiting for closure. It's time consuming, like I said. And another thing, I stopped keeping relationships out of history instead of health. You know, history alone isn't enough. Just because we've known each other for a very long time, or maybe over the years, doesn't mean that the relationship is still healthy. Like, there was this guy that I used to date back then. This guy, oh my god, I used to explain myself almost every time. Even if he did a mistake, even if he was on the wrong side, I used to explain myself over and over again. Like, several times I was the one who did more of explanations. So I was still hanging on that relationship based on the history. You know, I've been with this guy for a very long time. You know, I don't want to leave him. You know, so at some point the guy took advantage of my kindness, you know, patience, and it was draining me, for real. It was really draining me. So I decided to let go, finally. I decided to let go, and like I said, do not keep the relationship out of history. Do it for your health. These relationships, okay, I don't know, but mine was exhausting. Mine was very exhausting, and mentally, physically, emotionally, both of them. It was exhausting, so I had to let go. So, you know, back then I used to sacrifice myself to keep everyone comfortable and happy. This is most especially my family and, you know, the guy that I was dating back then. I used to sacrifice my happiness. I ignored the red flags, you know, just because I understood his situation. Like, he was not, you know, he was not in a good state of any situation. Let me just say that. I don't want to say anything in details because he might be watching the video, you know. So I stopped sacrificing myself to keep everyone comfortable and happy. So since I stopped doing that, many people say that, oh, Beryl, you've changed. This is not you. Back then you were a good person, but not now. You're not acting like one. So why would I sacrifice my own happiness and my own peace of mind for the people that okay, I love them, yeah, my family, of course I do love them, but there's some times that you need to focus on yourself also. So I started focusing on myself, and I think it didn't go well with them. So yeah, people will talk. No matter what you do, no matter what you say, people will always talk. So do what makes you happy. Another thing is that I used to say yes when I really wanted to say no. So my yes meant a no back then, and I realized that it's very unnecessary. That yes was very unnecessary because it meant no to myself. It's very important to set boundaries. So I set my own boundaries, and I've been surviving just like that. Set your own boundaries, by the way. And if anyone crosses your boundaries, then you have a right to deal with them personally. So I stopped saying yes when I meant no, or let me say I stopped saying yes when it really meant no. Yeah. And also, I used to wait for the perfect time back then. Yeah, I was wasting my time waiting for the perfect time. I know God's time is always the best, but how long will you wait? How long? Peace also comes from taking an action instead of living in endless preparation. So you need to prepare yourself. Stop waiting for the perfect time to start having that peace of mind. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Another thing is giving unlimited access to my energy. Not everyone deserves the same version of you, or yeah, the same version of you. Access should be earned. When did I realize that? At my late 20s. Can you imagine? I was a bit late realizing something like that. So I stopped giving unlimited access to my energy, or not giving too much attention to anything that didn't deserve it. So yeah, I kept it private. My circle was small. I kept it small. Let me say now I really don't have too much friends. I just have a few friends. Maybe one. Let me just say one. So access should be earned. So protecting your peace isn't about being cold. Yeah, people will say that you're cold, or maybe you're rude, you're disrespectful. No, or you are avoiding them. No, it's not about all those negative things that people will say about you when you start doing whatever you wanna do to protect your peace. So it's about becoming intentional. The things you stop doing often change your life more than the things you start doing. So yeah, no matter what people will say, because people will talk, they always talk. Whether you are a good person or you're a bad person, they will always talk. They'll always find something to talk about. Yeah, so just in case you've been doing whatever I was doing back then, maybe this video is for you. Yeah, maybe this video is for you, by the way. What's one thing that you've stopped doing that completely changed your peace? Yeah, I really want to know. If there's anything, please let me know your answer in the comment section. Yeah, so thank you for watching, guys, and see you in the next vlog. Bye. Please subscribe. Subscribe, please. Bye, guys. Thank you for watching.